Hello. So this video is in the same world because remember in the last video I said I'm not gonna make a new world or else I'll just keep getting iron. So we're just gonna stick to this world. We got our iron armor and we're Gucci. Now we're looking for a place to live. So on to the story. The story takes place back in I think it was first grade. Yeah, first grade because I vividly remember my mother buying me a dog. Well, not buying, adopting a dog for me. And the car smelled like, the car smelled like genuine butt cheeks, bro. Because the dogs were just in there pooping in their bucket. It was horrible. So yeah, that's when I got my first dog. Her name was Maxine. Anyways, so in that grade, first grade, I was in a very tiny school, far away from everything else. And I had two friends. One's name was Josh, and the other one I don't remember. And the reason I don't remember is because me and him weren't really that close. The only reason we chilled together was because I wanted to keep tabs on his sister. I know that sounds bad. It sounds bad. But, me and him really didn't have anything in common. But me and Josh, though, that was my homie, for real. So yeah, man, this girl that I had a crush on, of course, was my homie sister. She was in fourth grade, and I was in first grade. I really didn't. I don't know why. I thought I could bag her, but she was my crush. Every time I went to school, I'd always look for her. Of course, I'm not gonna mention her name because that's wrong. So yeah, that was my crush, and every time we would pass by each other, she would always smile and wave, say hello. I don't remember us having any conversations. You have to remember this was a really long time ago, so I don't really remember much from it. But yeah, so I remember one day, she came, she said hi to me. Conversation was pretty short, I remember, because it was awkward. I mean, I'm in first grade. I genuinely have nothing to talk about. So, and then she left with her little friend. She had this one friend that she was always with. And after that, the next day, I asked the brother, I'm like, yo, son, where's your sister? And he says, she's gone. I'm like, what? What does that even mean? She can't be gone. Like, bro, she's in fourth grade. Why would she leave the school? Which is actually a pretty weird thing for me to say, considering how many primary schools I was in. So I was a Rolling Stone back in primary, but yeah, she was gone, and I didn't understand. I couldn't fully grasp that concept. And I didn't know what he meant because he was like a very playful guy, which is why, I was with Josh all the time because, Josh was a bit more serious. The other guy just joked a lot. Not the other guy. I can't call him that. That was my homie. I'm sorry. So, yeah, he would just, joke a lot. So I just thought he was joking. I'm like, bro, stop playing, bro. And then the next day, I hop into the assembly and I see a picture of her. Like they tell us that there's a meeting and that all the grades should come and sit down because they want to talk to us. And there it is. She's big, bold, bright picture. She just radiated beauty. That's probably a weird thing for me to say now, but it was a really nice picture that they used of her. And at first I thought she was getting like an award or something. And then no, it was, they told us that she had passed away, and I couldn't fully grasp it at first because her friend was like, I mean not her friend, her brother, the one that was me and Josh's friend. He was on the side because they had him sit in a different section than the rest of us because that was his sister, and he was just like waving at me. She's like, yo, bro, I see you. Like, yeah, I see you too. Why are you waving at me? This isn't funny. But, she apparently, after our conversation, she went home, well, almost. And there was a drunk driver, and she got in a car accident. A grade 4 girl, or a girl in fourth grade, got in a car accident because of a drunk driver. And that was pretty sad. It was very sad. And everyone was crying. Everyone was crying. But remember, I'm in first grade. I really didn't know how to handle my emotions, So I just assumed that maybe one day I'll cry about it. Till this day, I haven't cried about it, but I do think about it a lot. And maybe it was. No, I can't say that. But yeah, dude, that's the story of how my first crush passed away. And yeah, so I will see you all in the next video. Pretty strange video, but yeah. Bye bye.